Via Ferrata, or in English, Iron Way. Imagine this activity a little like climbing, but rather than using the natural dents and notches within the rock, you're using cables, pins, footholds and handles. The location for this would be Honister Slate Mine in the Lake District, just south of Keswick. It's a fair distance from Hereford to the lakes, so we ventured up the night before to ensure we were bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for the activity the following day. Morning rolls around and we're greeted with hazy blue skies, a low-lying mist in between the sunlit fells and almost no wind. We pack our kit, down a big breakfast, commute to Honister and get fitted with harnesses, helmets and some Mammut clothing and equipment. Although the weather is blissful lower down the mountain, we're all fully aware that it can change quickly once you get some altitude under your belt, so we're appreciative that Mammut have kitted us out with a range of Crater HS jackets and their Dukin 30 rucksacks. There's a stone track that's still used for carting slate up and down the mountains, as you can see by this Land Rover driving past, so we graciously use this to commute to the start of the Via Ferrata routes. The start point is littered with reminders of the mountain's past, including disused slate carts, tracks and other nondescript rusty machinery. A cable runs along a few metres of fence line which we'd use to get a bit of practice on before hanging off a 200-ish metre drop. Once familiar with our hardware, we were left, somewhat, to our own devices and sent down the first ladder of the day. That's such a good shot where you are now. The ladder descended for around 5 metres before progressing onto the rock face, which housed large handles that you'd use to traverse. This felt substantially more exposed and definitely left some of us with a bit of shaky leg syndrome. According to our guide, the mine workers built homes on the mountain to avoid walking up and down each day, meaning for 6 days of the week they'd remain at their workplace basically. For the 7th day, they'd venture down to the nearest town, spend a lot of their weekly wages in the pub, don't blame them, and hike back up the following day. Eventually, we made it to the top of Fleetwith Pike, the mountain with all the mines in, and we were greeted with unobstructed blue-skied views of Buttermere, one of the best views in the Lake District, in my opinion. Around 20 minutes later, we were back at the cafe to drop off the borrowed kit and have a quick brew before making the journey back to Hereford. Massive thanks to both Mammut and their mountain school for hosting us for the day, and no doubt many of us will be back again to take on round 2.